Welcome to Prestige Worldwide, the podcast, a weekly battle of wits, debating everything from horseshoes to hand grenades, all for the privilege to be called right. And now, your hosts, Bobo and Travis.
Hey guys, welcome to Prestige Worldwide, the podcast. I'm Travis, with me always is Bobo.
Heyo.
How's it going, buddy?
Living the dream.
You sound like it.
No, I'm living the fucking nightmare this week, dude. I'm in a fucking hotel in the South, and it's fucking terrible.
You're in the dirty South, huh?
I'm in fucking hot Atlanta this week,
Okay.
and Atlanta sucks. I don't know if people know that or not. Atlanta's a fucking terrible city.
Why is that? Because you said that before as we were getting ready for this episode, and I disagree with you. I've liked Atlanta every time I've been there.
It's not safe, is my primary concern with Atlanta.
It's not safe?
No, God, no.
Really?
Yeah, they don't like so. And here's an example. So I got in. My flight came in pretty late when I got here. So I did not get on. I landed at the airport like 11 o'clock ish.
Okay.
And I had to ride the metro from the airport to my hotel.
Oh, well,
and I had to ride like the whole metro.
I mean, I've never been on the metro in Atlanta, so that may change it.
Well, Travis, let me tell you about it.
How much is the metro?
It's cheap, which is the problem. It needs to be more expensive to keep the riffraff off of it. Although
why don't you just take
that wouldn't have mattered.
Why don't you just take an Uber
because
like a
most people
regular
that want to
person?
just hop on the metro, they just when you swipe your card to go through the doors,
Right.
they just run up behind you real quick and get through with you.
Why again? Why don't you just get an Uber like a normal person?
Because it's 35 minutes from. It's 35 miles from the airport to the hotel. It was like a $45 Uber ride because it's Thanksgiving weekend.
So if you're that concerned about it, pay the $45.
I didn't know, Travis. That's the whole point.
And
I never rid the metro before until that night.
So what are you gonna do on the way back?
Oh, I'm taking a fucking Uber.
Okay. All right. So this was a new.
Let me tell you the story though.
Yeah.
So what happened is I get on the metro. I noticed this happened to a few people. The Atlanta metro station at the airport is full of just riffraff apparently,
Right.
for lack of a better word. And when you swipe your card to go through the little doors that let you onto the metro,
Right.
people just run up behind you and get in with you,
Okay.
which is super uncomfortable because like it closes pretty quickly. Like they're on top of you.
Right.
Like they could be pickpocketing you too at the same time. They probably are. I don't know. That happened to multiple people while I was walking through. Just in that 1 minute I was in the station.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out.
And then-
well, okay, keep
What?
going. No, I'm Googling right now, and everything I see is Atlanta's relatively safe. The metro is relatively safe. I think you're just.
Oh, okay. Well, let me keep talking about the metro. So, anyways, once I'm on the train, I got hassled by at least 3 different people for change on the metro.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I've been on the DC metro a lot of my life. I've been on the fucking subway in New York a lot of my life. I've been out in other subways in other cities, the L and stuff like that.
Right.
Never been bothered for harassed by homeless people. But fucking hot Atlanta, 3 times in 20 minutes.
Did you put headphones in?
Oh, trust me. I have the tricks all down.
Okay. All right. Just making sure. Covering my bases here.
They just tug on you. Travis.
All right. Well, yeah, that's a problem.
Right, exactly. Anyways, so then I get off at this one station. I have to transfer from one train to another. It was one stop, okay?
Right.
And I get off the train to go and stand and wait for the next train on a different line. And there is a dude who is got a portable boom box with a microphone hooked up to it.
Okay.
And he's freestyle rapping
Right.
in the subway. But it's not like good rap or like clever or creative. He's literally verbally harassing white women.
Really?
Oh yeah, he's talking about fucking the white pussies and stuff, just in the middle of the subway.
Like to the women, or
Like-
just like he's trying to put
Oh
out-
yes, oh yeah, like verbally assaulting them.
He's not just trying to put out the vibe.
Oh, no, he's talking to people, and then when they walk by, he finds someone else and just starts talking to them, like in a rap form with a boombox and a microphone.
Okay, so let's explore that for a second. What do you think his success rate is? Do you think
I don't know, but it was a pretty nice boombox. It had lights on it and stuff.
do you think do you think one per day? One per week?
So listen, this I have to tell the next part of the story because it's very important to this.
Okay.
So I transfer strains. He does not get on the train, by the way.
Right.
He's just in the subway, just in general, just walking around doing this.
Right.
Okay. I get off at my stop. There's another person doing the same thing.
Okay, so now that leads me to believe that his success rate is higher than we think. Because somebody has taken this idea and said, you know what? I can do that too.
But I'm just like, there's just people in the subway just harassing people with microphones. Travis.
You know what? And the funny part about it is what would make it easier if you just had a fucking bullhorn. But they went...
Basically, yeah, just a bullhorn.
Right,
yeah.
Is a bullhorn... Would that make it creepier than the boombox?
You want to make that the poll for this week?
Possibly. I'll write that down. That may be the poll for this week.
Okay, because I do want to know what's worse, being verbally assaulted through a microphone connected to a boombox or a bullhorn.
All right.
Both are loud and threatening, although the boombox had lights on it.
Right. So that may be enough to de-escalate the situation just a touch.
But anyways, like no cops around, no one stopping these people being harassed or changed, people jumping through the line. That like no cops around to stop any of this nonsense from happening.
Right.
Atlanta's a fucking shithole.
So is that solely what you're basing Atlanta as a shithole off of?
Well, we're not off to a good start, Travis.
I understand we're not off to a good start, but
so I did talk to. I had to take an Uber yesterday somewhere. Just because I don't have a car where I'm at, and I asked him about the area and stuff, and he's like, "Yeah, don't walk around." He's like, "It's not that safe."
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. Like I said,
after dark, apparently Atlanta's not a very safe city to walk around in. If you're of a certain skin color,
I think we know what you're talking about. I think we can crack your code there. I like I said, I've not really found that to be the case. Now, Uncle Hare and I have gone to a couple festivals in Atlanta in some kind of sketchy areas. And we've had to walk around. In fact, the second time we went to one, we stayed at the shittiest hotel I've ever stayed in. I would think it was a Red Roof Inn, and it was in the morning. Our last morning there, we were there. Hare got up first and went to the airport, and then I had a later flight, so I slept a couple more hours. And I got up and I went to go get a shower, and there was a cockroach in the shower. I said, "That's it. I'm out. Fuck it. I'm done. Let's just go home." And I grabbed my shit and I got the fuck out of there.
Wow.
Yeah. But I'll tell you, I didn't have any problem walking back from the venues that late at night. I don't know.
Well, you apparently didn't find the guys with the boomboxes. You're not the target audience, apparently.
Yeah, I would have liked to have heard what they would have said to me. I would have been flattered no
matter what. It
was
super offensive, by the way. Like, it was not like just joking. Like, it was stuff that was like very uncomfortable to listen
to. Again, I've got to know their success rate, because if it doesn't work, they would stop doing it. So therefore, it works.
Or if their goal is just to be out there to harass people. I think that's what they were doing. I don't think they were doing it for any success rate, but I don't know.
You don't think the ultimate goal there was to have sex with these women?
No, like the stuff they were saying was like verbal assault, Travis. It wasn't like, it was like threatening.
All right. Well, then I guess, I don't know. That just seems pointless to me.
If you had been there with Mandy and he said it to Mandy, you've got a decision to make. Like, it's that kind of threatening. Like, yeah. Like, do I get my ass kicked?
Like,
are you throwing down now, or are you just calling the police? Or there are decisions to be made if that happens and you're with somebody.
Right. Would I like to see Mandy watch me get beat to death, or should we just walk away? Yeah. because I'm not
Yeah,
winning.
so anyways, that's my. And then there were a bunch of other general weirdos on the subway and stuff. Dudes just carrying around like fucking trash bags full of their stuff, which is a thing. I don't know, but it was so far not a good start in Atlanta. Fuck this city.
All right.
It's also cold this week, which blows. So that's where I'm at. How's your neck of the woods?
My neck of the woods is fine. Hey, listen. I don't have any complaints at this point. I'm sure I will. I just don't have anything right now.
You have no complaints.
Actually,
Life is great for you.
I do have one complaint. I'm still pissed off about our live show. I will tell you that I'm fucking pissed about it. I was even thinking about that like yesterday. Like, what a shitty like anniversary show that we had. Like,
you know what the most frustrating part of the live show is? For people that tuned into the live show, if you didn't tune in, you can listen to it. It's the last episode, obviously, in the podcast. So
right.
if you're caught up with the podcast, you've listened to it. But we got started like an hour and change late because of the technical difficulties, which is very frustrating because the couple days before that, I went over to Travis's. We tested everything. I recorded the test runs of it. I have those files on my computer. I listened to them again, and they all work perfectly, by the way.
Oh, we didn't test everything. That's the problem.
No, we did.
No.
I have the recordings, Travis. I'll send them to you. Of the recording feed coming out.
Right. I know. I get that. It all translated into the broadcasting computer, but coming out of the broadcasting computer, that was where the problem was.
No. The tests we have, they worked. I'm telling you.
I know it sounded like it worked. Like
No. The test we have, because I walked out of the room with the phone and the phone call comes through on it. Like, it's working on the test.
Right.
But the ones we record the day of, I have those recordings also. They don't sound the same.
Okay. Well, that's fine. It didn't work, and that's what's the frustrating part about it is
it didn't work when we had the live show, obviously, which is the problem. For God knows whatever fucking reason or stupid cable or mono and stereo bullshit, that was the whole source of the problem at the end of the day.
Right. Yes, and it was frustrating and not a way to kick off our 100th episode and not a way to celebrate any kind of milestone in this podcast, but whatever. We're going to try it again. I don't know when. I'm sure we'll do more exhaustive tests. We still never got the calls to really work either, so we have to try to figure that out again.
Well, the calls did work. The service we wanted to use doesn't work with our phone number. That's the problem.
Right, but we need to figure out a way that we can keep people on hold. That way we can see who's calling in.
There is no way I looked at with our current phone number. All the other services I tried don't work or have other similar issues because we're using a Google Voice number to port through, and they don't like it. So
it's just Google Voice. Anyways,
yeah, it's because we're forwarding a Google Voice number. Right?
That's
exactly.
Fine. We can talk about that off air. I don't believe that this is very interesting to people, but
I'm just telling you, it's a little peek behind the scenes of like what goes into doing these podcasts and these shows. Like, it's a lot more people think it is. It's not just fucking hitting record on your fucking iPad and uploading it and you're done. There's a lot that goes into this shit, and a lot can go wrong. And unfortunately, it did on our birthday, so to speak. So sorry.
Yes, that is true.
Our bad.
Yes, our bad. And hopefully, we'll get it fixed for another time, and we'll try it. We'll try it again.
We'll try it again. It'll work next time. We fucking promise. Maybe, probably.
And if it doesn't work, then we'll just fuck it. We'll be done. We'll be done with trying to do live calls.
Right. If it doesn't work, we're not. There's no third time. This is on 2 strikes you're outlaw.
But we also need to bring up the Fantasy Movie League.
Because
this
is a very important week.
Well, we also missed a couple. We missed an update last week because we obviously recorded the live episode and then we broadcast it last week, so we didn't get to talk about that week. And then we have really just one more week after that, and then we're done.
Well,
for this season.
This is the last week coming up. So, and honestly, this is the stage is set for a showdown between myself.
Yeah, let's get there. We're gonna get there. We got to recap. We got to go back.
Listen, the past is the past, bro. Like the live show, just leave it alone.
I know what you're trying to do, and it's not gonna fucking work. Because
fine, do your fucking recap.
Well, let's just go back to well, it was we week 11, and Bobo took a stumble, and
Sure.
I will let's start off with the positives. Congratulations, Andres. You came in, you won a week. Good for you. Lottie fucking dumb.
Yeah, big fucking deal.
Good for you. I'd like to say I came in third. Still not a great showing, but yeah, whatever. I'm over this season already. I'm so close to being okay at this, and yet so fucking
I love
far.
how you won't let me let it go, and then the second you start talking about it, you're like, fuck this, I'm over it.
Well, I'm just over this season. That's all. Apparently, I didn't even remember that week. I did the tiebreaker because Big Red and I tied, and yet I came out on third, and he came in fourth. So
You did.
Who knows? Yep. But anyways, it went Andres, Tim, myself, Big Red, Frank, Bo. Stop coughing over yourself. Bobo at number 6, Derp to Derp, and then Andy. I think Andy has checked out because he did not.
He'll start off next season again. He's given up on this season.
I'm pretty sure that's what's going on. I'm hoping that's what's going on because if the app keeps fucking with him, then that's a problem. All right, so that brings us up to this week, and I'd like to say congratulations to Tim for winning another one. Winning number 3, he is part of an elusive crowd, I guess, or in a of 3 timers with only Bobo and Derp to Derp in that same crowd. But Tim won.
Somehow he's not in the top 3.
He's not, but well, then we'll get to that. I take that back because Andy did play this time because it went Tim, Andres, Andy, Derp to Derp, Big Red, myself, and then Bobo in number 7, or in 7th place, and then Frank at the end.
Yeah, but it's only a couple $1 million behind everybody else. It wasn't like I totally fell flat.
No, that is true. However, it didn't help your standings at all because currently you are still in 2nd place.
I am, and I'm like, so the reason that this is important. So yes, we're all caught up. Bobo went 6th place and 7th place. La-di-da. A couple fly-by-night newbies think they can fucking take the crown from good old Bobo here. Listen, it ain't happening because this is what's happening.
Okay.
This is where the money's made, all right? This is week 13. This week is an interesting week because there are no new movies coming out this week.
Okay.
Well, and there's a lot of big releases out there. There's,
right.
Wreck-It Ralph 2. There's Creed 2. There's the new Grinch movie. There's a lot of movies out there, and picking the right lineup this week is really hard because of that.
Okay.
And picking like the most popular movie in the best cinema and the best performers, you can make $20-30 million swings in these type of weeks. So I'm only like 18 million behind first place.
So are you going to swing for the fences, or are you
absolutely?
Or are you hoping that the other 2 guys, or I would say just Derp to Derp, really. Do you hope that he plays the conservatives and just misses?
No, I hope he loses. I don't care how he does it.
Okay, but you're gonna swing. You're gonna swing for the fences. It's all or nothing.
Yes, absolutely. Yes, all or nothing.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Well, listen. I sit here with bated breath, waiting to hopefully announce how you came in 2nd.
Fuck you.
Well, sorry.
Fuck you.
Listen, like I said, if I can't beat you, I can certainly root for someone to beat you. So that's what I'm going for.
So, and if you want to play in all this fun, it's fantasymovieleague.com. The league is Prestige Worldwide, the podcast, and the password is Travis Bobo.
Correct. And
come play with us. This is the last week of the season, but guess what? Next week, the new season starts. So if you've been waiting and you want to be on the season with us and play for the whole season and really jump in, next week is the first week of the winter season. Come jump in with us. It's a great time to get started.
That is true. And maybe we'll I don't know, maybe we'll do some prizes or whatever for if somebody comes in first, is or comes or beats us, or I don't know. Maybe we'll think of something. I'm just talking off the top of my head at this point. But
I've already told Derp if he does beat me in the league for the whole season, he can call and play any voicemail for 30 seconds about how awful and terrible I am, and I'll have to play it on the podcast.
He doesn't even have to beat you. Listen, I get the voicemails. Just call in. I don't care. So,
I have editing rights, though. You know that.
Yeah, that's true. But but
fix that in editing.
You forget half the time, anyways.
Weird, Travis. The voicemail didn't play on my version, huh?
You forget half the time, anyways. In fact, there's a glitch in this episode because something happened with our phones that I'm gonna have to text you about that you forgot to edit it out.
No, what happens is I'll miss something else that you find out about later. It won't be the easy ones like that. I don't usually miss the clips being cut out and stuff. I usually end up playing sound over somewhere that's supposed to be deleted.
Oh, good. Well, at least good. I'm glad. That's just music to my goddamn ears that you usually miss something.
I'm consistent in my fuck-ups, all right?
It's true. That's true. So I'm still I have my fingers crossed that next season, Second Breakfast is going to come in and actually start playing. Because
I hope we get some new entrants next season. I think we should get the league up to 10, 12, 15, 20 people, man. Let's do it. Come join us. Prestige Worldwide, the podcast on fantasymovieleague.com. Password is Travis Bobo.
It would be awesome. It'd be fun for us, but I just love that Second Breakfast signed up, and I was like, fuck it. I'm not playing at all.
I want to know who it is. I want to know who Andres is, by the way. Please call in or text us. Who the fuck are you, Andres?
Oh, that's right. We still don't know who Andres is. Andres
no idea.
Just seems like a part of the crew now, so I feel like we know who this person is, although we don't know if it's a he or she or
it's so weird. We talk about them like it's a person we know. It's so weird.
It really is. But all right, let's move on. So we understand that Thanksgiving was last week, and we missed out on doing anything Thanksgiving themed, but we didn't, because we're going to do things that we're thankful for on this episode, because that's what we do. We like to talk about the positive here at Prestige Worldwide, the podcast.
In the spirit of Thanksgiving, can we play my favorite clip in the world?
Sure. I will.
So if you're not in this holiday season and you're not in the thankful spirit of then this clip will get you in the holiday spirit.
That's not true, but it will do something, and that's I don't know. Whatever. You ready to start playing it?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, here we go. You know what? And whatever. If you didn't figure it out, that was a clip from fucking Fast and Furious, which is Bobo's #1 jerk off movie. But
dude, jerk off that all the time.
What is crazy to me is someone got paid, and paid handsomely, mind you, to write those words.
I would like to say that I am thankful for the Fast and the Furious, because that movie right there, that clip you just saw, that is the American dream. They took that rock gut, low budget movie about dudes riding cars and turned it into a fucking franchise that makes $1 billion a movie now.
That's a good way to look at it.
How the fuck did that happen, Travis?
Idiots like you.
No. Not just like me, because they make $1 billion movie now. So it's not just me that's watching this movie.
Nitrous, I know, but they're all idiots like you.
Four-core intercoolers.
People that are watching it are idiots like you that are just lapping that shit up like it's Thanksgiving dinner. I don't know. I can't describe it. It's you and Nickelback fans.
What?
It's you and Nickelback fans. Fast and Furious is
I'm not a Nickelback fan. Don't let me in with those Martians.
Fast and Furious is the Nickelback of movies. That is it.
That might be, but unlike Nickelback, Fast and Furious is entertainment.
All right, sure, whatever.
God bless America.
I would like to talk about something I am thankful for.
What's that?
I am
Besides
thankful.
ball bearing turbos.
I am thankful for hunters. And
For what?
For hunters that are out there. If you don't know, if you're not from an area that does hunting, like on the East Coast or whatever, or wherever, I don't know. Does all hunting seasons start at the same time? I should have. I guess I should have looked.
No, they do not. So you might out yourself here, but
Well, I mean, it's in it. Like I'm pretty sure around the East Coast it does. I don't know, but hunting season started recently, and I am thankful for those hunters. For this isn't something that I would normally say, but for cutting down some of the population of deer because people hit them with cars, and shit like that. And the reason why I bring this up is because the other morning, as I was driving for work, I came across somebody who hit a deer.
okay.
And this is one of the problems. There's deer just running across the road, and this lady hit a deer, and another lady had stopped to help her out. And she came up to my car and was like, "Hey, the lady just hit a deer. It's laying," and I could see it laying on the side of the road. She's like, "Do you have anything like a knife to kill it with?" And like, even if I did have a knife, I'm not going to fucking stab a goddamn deer to death. Like
I mean, to be fair, like I've done that a few times now in Red Dead too. Just fucking put the knife in the fucking horse's heart. What's the difference?
That's the first thing I thought about too. I thought about Red Dead Redemption too, and she was talking about it. But I was like, what kind of question is that?
I'll be honest though, Travis. In the area we live in,
yeah,
I bet you if you'd stopped a random guy in the morning driving to work,
yes,
you would probably get a yes response to from 20% of the people that you stopped.
No fucking way, dude.
Oh, I bet so.
Who is? Okay, that's fine. I'm not gonna get out and fucking stab a deer to death. It's just not
pussy.
gonna happen. Yeah, yes, I am a pussy. So then later on, I'm thinking I'm sure they called. I told her, I was like, no, I don't have anything. Call the police. They'll probably come and shoot it for you. And
true, yes.
I'm just thinking about somebody driving by as this cop is popping a cap in that deer's ass. Just
you should have said was yes, and you should have just you said, oh, I can take care of this, and just taken your key out of your ignition and been like, I got the tool for the job.
Just go up and start stabbing it in its lungs.
The horrified look in this lady's face as she realized you're gonna stab this deer with a fucking car key would have been fucking worth it.
Oh, she was so specific about everything too. She's like, yeah, the deer just demolished this lady's front end, and she's on her way to surgery. She's freaking out. And I'm like, I don't give a shit. This is 5:30 in the morning.
What kind of surgery?
Yeah, I don't care. And no, I'm not going to stab your deer to death. That's
question.
Yes.
Why did you stop?
Because they were in the middle of the road.
Okay. Why did you not just go get the fuck out of the way?
Well, so they were in the middle of the road, and I was gonna go around them, and she was flagging me down. So I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop, see if
okay.
Make sure everything's fine or whatever. If I could be of service, this is not the service that I can be.
You should just run your car into a ditch over top of the deer, and be like, it's dead now.
Done and done. Well, I said it was such a shame because it was like a 2-point buck. She should have hit a bigger buck. It was a little trophy buck. But yeah. So I'm thankful for the hunters that take care of these deer, so I don't have to get out a knife and stab them in the neck on my way to work.
I mean, it sounds like you're not thankful because they didn't do a good enough job because there's a deer in the fucking road and there's old Travis being asked to stab one in the fucking heart to finish the job. Do your job, hunters.
Apparently, they did not get the chance to get this one yet. Somebody did.
Just this little bastard evaded him.
Maybe he was running away from him. But
oh man, some hunter runs up 20 seconds later. You guys see a 2-point buck around here?
That's my kill. That's totally my kill. Just shoots it.
Great.
Wow.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you're thankful for fucking hunters.
I never thought I'd say that, but yes, I am.
All right. So I guess it's my turn.
I think it is.
I'm going to say I'm thankful for something. I'm going to update the listeners. I am thankful that my father did not come to Thanksgiving dinner with my mother.
Oh, yeah, you know what? We never talked about that.
Harry did not want to talk about it.
That's true. But so the invitation was extended. However, he declined?
I do not know if it was extended officially or not. I just know when I got there that he was not present.
Okay. And
so I did not have to, which was a great relief to me.
Did you have Thanksgiving with your in-laws?
No, I did not. I played Red Dead for like 12 hours on Thanksgiving.
Good for you.
And I would like to say that I'm almost ready to rescind my recommendation for Red Dead 2, but that's another story.
Oh, you're not liking it, huh?
There needs to be a hard mode and an easy mode for that game because the game is way too fucking easy.
Oh, it's too easy for you, huh?
Wait, and I'm not a guy who likes a really challenging game. If it's too easy for me, there's probably a large portion of the people playing this game are feeling the same way I am.
I guess I don't know. I'm not very far, or I'm about 38% done with.
I'm
Red
at
Dead.
75%, so I feel like I can say that I've played enough of the game to know now.
I will say though, like when there's bounty hunters around, man, those guys just fucking mow you down. Like I've gotten killed by bounty hunters more than a couple times.
But that's not during the missions and stuff.
You know what though? I've had some trouble in some of those missions. I always forget.
I haven't really had. I don't know. I haven't gotten any harder. If you think they're going to get harder, more challenging, and more, they don't. Is my problem. But
yeah.
I'm not going to spoil the game for people. But
right, I always have trouble with the dueling. I always forget that you got to press the button like slowly and whatever. I would just stand there like a dumbass and get shot. But anyways, well, I am not thankful that your dad didn't show up to Thanksgiving.
I know it would have been good. It would have been good podcast material. But I'm thankful that things went on according to plan, for the most part, for Thanksgiving.
So no,
how are your in-laws though, Travis?
Well, this was actually a pretty. I was thankful for this Thanksgiving because we had to split it up. Where like this Sunday before Thanksgiving, I went to dinner with the in-laws, and on Thanksgiving, I went with my parents. And
how's that?
It was fine. It was, it was good. Listen, it cut down some of the travel for the day. It cut down some of the, the aggravation of going to different houses. It felt a little bit more relaxed.
So you liked it? You liked the fact you only had to go to one house a day better than getting it all done in one day?
You know what? I think I do. Even though it's probably.
Okay. I'm just curious. I mean, I can see it going both ways there.
Sure, absolutely. Yeah, yeah, but I think I do like the. I think I like splitting it up that way. It made it seem less long of a day.
And you get two turkeys, which I'm sure people are excited about.
Yeah, I don't give a shit about that. I hate Thanksgiving dinner. So
yeah, I do too.
It's completely.
We're on we agree on that.
Yeah, it's completely lost on me. Like I get up, I make myself a big breakfast, so I don't have to work to eat the lunch or whatever, or the dinner.
I almost. And I repeat, I was very close. I almost showed up to my mother's house with McDonald's.
Is thanks
very close.
Were McDonald's open?
Oh yeah, McDonald's are open on holidays.
I will tell you. You know what? I almost forgot about this, and I'm glad we brought it up. Shout out to Tim, who messaged me on Thanksgiving and asked me if anybody had sent me my Thanksgiving pizza, which is something we talked about on a past episode, and I told him no, and he was going to send me a pizza.
Oh, that would have been awesome.
It was very nice of him to extend that. Although I wasn't home, so the Domino's guy probably would have been pissed off. But yes, he messaged me. He's like, "I'll send you." He's like, "I've been drinking. I'll send you one." I was like, "No." I was like, "That's okay. You don't have to." But I do appreciate it.
Wait till Christmas Eve and send me that Christmas Eve Domino's.
Yeah. Now listen. Not saying I'll turn it down every time, but this time. It wasn't the time nor the place. Literally.
That's funny. I also left Thanksgiving early because I got real annoyed. So
that sounds about right.
Yeah, the Redskins really pissed me off on Thanksgiving. So
you know what? Phrasing. because that could be taken away.
Oh.
Could be taken.
Oh, I apologize, Travis. The Washington Redskins.
You and the Pilgrims both. Wow.
Oh man, that was bad. Oh,
that was bad. That was so bad it was good. Like,
oh, I'd say I'm proud of myself, but I'm really not.
Bobo, unintentionally racist, but
It's not racist if you are Native American, which I am. So
yeah, what percentage? I think we've gone over this. It doesn't count for your percentage.
not enough to get into Dartmouth. Ask Uncle Harry about that sometime.
Yeah, I want a 23andMe certificate laid down on my desk with your percentage of Native American before you can start using the term redskin. Like,
okay,
can we
deal? Now, my grandfather, who is full-blooded Cherokee, was okay with that term. So whatever.
All right.
He was a big fan of the Washington Redskins, or the Washington Racial Slurs, I'll now refer to them as.
We're wading into waters that I don't know that I want to get into about how much we make fun.
You're right. Let's step back out. What are you thankful for, Travis?
All right. So here's another thing I'm thankful for. I'm thankful for people that will buy anything, no matter what it is. People that will buy anything. Because you know what? Everybody, the world needs people like that will just buy anything, no matter what it is. It doesn't matter. And I'll give you.
You sound like the world's biggest scumbag salesman right now.
I'll tell you why. Because again, I'm gonna bring this back to something that I was reading about, and if you don't know, Hugh Hefner's some of his items or his possessions were auctioned off or are going up for auction. I don't believe the auction has happened yet. But one of the auction items, along with like one of his hats, his smoking jacket, blah blah blah, all that kind of shit. One of the auction items is his entire personal collection of Playboy magazines, all bound in leather volumes, which experts value somewhere between $20,000 and $40,000.
Because it's like every issue ever made.
I would assume so. It's
in good condition, obviously, professionally taken care of. Okay, sure.
Sure. Who the fuck is going to buy that? And why would you want to?
Dude.
Are you kidding?
Is that a real question? Are you seriously what? I thought you were going to go something like, I mean, that's not surprising people would pay for that.
I mean, it's not surprising that people will pay for it, but goddamn, is that not a waste of money? I
think there's bigger waste of money than that.
Like, what are you gonna do? You gonna put those out on your coffee table? Hey, nice Playboys. Yeah, no, they're it's fine. They're huge Hefner's Playboys.
I mean, honestly, I don't think that's that weird. I disagree with you on this one.
Really?
If I rolled up somebody's house, a rich person, and they had on their bookshelf like leather-bound copies of every Playboy, it'll take up shelves and shelves. I mean, they have a lot of issues, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd be like, "What's that?" They'll be like, "Oh, that's Hugh Hefner's personal collection of every Playboy ever made." I'd be like, "Oh, wow, that's pretty fucking impressive."
Okay, here's what all I'm gonna say is you're not to this level, but you're about 4 or 5 steps away from the dude in the metro harassing women over a boombox.
No, they're leather bound. They're taken care of professionally. They're not just fucking like shoved on the shelf, fucking all crinkled and stuff. It's way different.
They might be crinkled leather bound Playboys. I don't know.
I'm sure they're not.
I don't know. I feel like once you move into like displaying Playboys, you have moved into a territory that normal civilized
people. I don't think they're
people
displayed like they're leather bound. It's not like you're just opening them up within centerfolds and throwing them on your coffee table. Like I think it's different.
They've got to be displayed in some way. You spent $20,000 to $40,000 on these things.
Listen, if it's Hugh Hefner's personal dildo collection, I agree with
you. He just auctions off his 2 fingers.
They're magazines that are leather bound, so they're not going to be obscene to look at just on the bookshelf by themselves. You probably won't even know what they are unless you ask, is my guess.
All right. Well, I found that extremely odd, and yes, I find that extremely odd that somebody would want to carry those things around. or not carry their
They don't want to carry them around. I think they want to just own them and have something of Hugh Hefner's.
They want to display them in their house, I would assume.
I mean, you're going to put them on a bookshelf, I'm sure. Or they'll be out to see, I'm sure.
Sure.
You don't buy things like that to put them in a fucking storage closet, I hope.
Of course not. All right.
I don't think that's that weird.
Okay. I am I'm not going to say I'm wrong.
Let's put a note on this. I want to see what those actually sell for.
Okay. Who knows?
We'll circle back when they have this auction. We're going to find out what they actually paid for that.
Okay.
Because $20,000 seems low.
Sure. Does it?
I'm just curious. Yeah, to me it does.
Okay. All right. We'll keep an eye on that. What are you thankful for, Bobo?
Oh man, I'm thankful for so many things, Travis. You don't even know.
Like?
But you're gonna fucking know because I'm gonna fucking tell you another one. All right, hang on a sec. Let's see here. I am thankful for the board game Secret Hitler.
Secret Hitler. There it is. Okay.
So, I think I talked about this the other week on the podcast. Secret Hitler, if you haven't played it, you need to go buy it. It's the best board game ever made. I just can't stop thinking about how wonderful that game is.
Well, I mean, can we get like? No, I'm asking this on a personal level. Can we not get a game going where we can play this? Because I'd like to play this game. I'd like to know.
We need to have like if you and I want to play it, we got to have at least like 6 other people that are really want to play it, that are going to be really invested in it.
Okay. I mean,
so
is it
putting the word out on the street?
Let me ask you this question because we've tried to play your nerdy little games one time before, but it takes like 4 months to fucking try to play D&D.
Oh no! This isn't like that.
Okay, so then I feel like that group.
This
of
is like
people,
playing Cards Against Humanity. Like it's that kind of setup. It's very simple.
Well, I feel like that group of people that we played with would be a good group of people to play with that would do it.
All right, well, we'll hit them up. We'll see if we can do it for maybe for our holiday party.
Like at the holiday party?
Yeah, which I need to put out the invite for that. Thanks for reminding me.
Yeah, that's a terrible idea, anyways. Not to have the party, but to do it at the holiday party. I mean, I'm assuming there's gonna be other people there. We'll be distracted. People aren't gonna take it serious.
Nothing better than alienating them, making them leave early.
All right, people, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. We gotta play Secret Hitler.
Well, you can stay and listen to us yell about who's Hitler.
All right. Well,
that's what I'm thankful for. I'm thankful for that. What do you got?
I like that you put thankful and Hitler into the same sentence.
Secret Hitler, the board game, not Adolf Hitler, the man. Not thankful for him at all.
Not only have you hate the Native Americans in this episode, but you have been thankful and Hitler in the same sentence. But
I didn't hate them. I said that the Washington racial slurs pissed me off.
I'm pretty
Very
sure.
different.
I'm pretty sure you did say it.
The only thing I'm guilty of this week, Travis, is phrasing.
All right. Something else that I'm thankful for. I'll tell you what. You know what I'm thankful for? Having off on Black Friday. Having the day off of work.
Okay.
Because
Good.
I'll tell you why. And I don't understand people that don't have the day off or can't take the day off on the Friday after Thanksgiving, how they do it. Because like I'm exhausted. We only went to one house this year, and I still was fucking exhausted from just putting up with family and doing that kind of shit.
I mean, I worked on Black Friday, so
good for you. I mean,
I work every year on Black Friday. It's not that bad. It's like an easy day. No one's at the office. Catch up on some emails. Get some cross things off the list that you don't have time to cross off because it's nice and quiet. Not so bad.
You know what I did? I slept in.
Played Red Dead 2?
I did. That was my. I played about 8 hours, 6 or 7 hours of Red Dead, somewhere around there. Like I finally got a large chunk of that game played on Black Friday. Mandy got up and went shopping.
How are you only 30% through that game?
Oh, because I'm doing all kinds of bullshit. Like I'm doing all kinds of stuff that all the little missions. I ride everywhere. I don't. I unlocked the fast travel and still have yet to use it.
Oh, it's not that good. I barely used it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. So I ride everywhere because I like the I like doing the side missions. So of
course you do.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. And the funny part out of this, and I think you'll get a kick out of this. Even in Red Dead Redemption 2, I am a cheap bastard. And I say that because every goddamn person I kill, I make sure that I loot them. And,
Oh, I do too.
and if somebody comes around that can like spot me looting them, I'll go away and I'll come right back. Because I don't have to pay for a bounty, so I run away and I come back.
Right, of course not.
But
I've also killed like four or five horses now. By the way, my list is exhaustive.
I don't understand how you're killing these horses.
Oh man, listen. When you try and take a shortcut and there's a mountain and you just go over the top, go over the top.
Okay, now I understand. Oh, here's another funny thing that I do. I've been doing on Red Dead, and this is also why I'm not too far into the game. Is there are achievements that you can get or that you can unlock,
Right.
and there's some for gambling. Have you done any gambling in the game?
A little bit.
So I was playing poker, and if you win 5 hands, like you unlock that achievement, and the next one was win 5 hands of blackjack when doubling down.
Oh.
Well, I tell you what, it took me probably about 2 or 3 hours of playing blackjack on Red Dead Redemption 2 to get that achievement.
Damn, Travis. You're a degenerate. You're gambling in a video game.
I was telling Jeremy, we've had on this podcast before, I was telling Jeremy about this. He goes, what are you trying to do? Like 100% this game? I was like, yeah, that's exactly what I'm trying to do.
Are you really?
Oh, yeah. I'm going to do it. There's no doubt in my mind.
I don't know about that. We'll see. Hats off to you if you do.
Oh, 100% I will. Yeah.
I think the time investment is going to be, if you're only 30% done, God damn, man. I don't know how long you've been playing this game for. It'll probably be years from now before you finish it.
Yeah, I don't think you understand. This is only the first time I'm going to play through this game. There will be a second time shortly thereafter finishing it. So
yeah, but shortly after you finish, it's going to be right before you die.
Yeah, it might be. Well, I'm in poor health. I don't take care of myself, so that could be any day now.
All right.
But
fair enough.
Anyways.
Want me to give one more and want to go on to end times?
Yes, I do want you to give one more.
All right, because Travis said this would spark some conversation on this one I have. So
okay,
I am thankful for Christmas surprises. Some things, Travis, should be sacred. Okay, when you're a little kid and you get gifts under the Christmas tree, you don't fucking know what they are. You don't know what Santa's brought you. You just start ripping open packages and you're like, oh, cool, Super Nintendo.
Okay.
I think that knowing what you're getting for Christmas should be fucking illegal. And if you are one of those sick bastards out there who wants to know what they're getting for Christmas and you know what you're getting before you unwrap the present, you should be shot in the street.
I couldn't disagree with you more.
What?
I couldn't disagree with you more. I can repeat that all day.
I heard you the first time. That was just really stupid.
I understand. I understand what you're saying, and Christmas surprises can be pretty good. I'm just terrible at surprises, and especially I'm terrible with people giving me gifts. People can't just give me gifts. Like I generally don't like it. Don't like what people surprise me with. I'd much rather give you a list and you get me what I want on my list. I'll open up the presents on Christmas. We'll part. We'll go our separate ways. And we'll call it a day.
Okay, so you just like to open up what you've already asked for, and you're like, oh, cool, and then that's it.
Yeah, basically. Typically,
That's fucking stupid.
Typically, I forget what I asked for anyways. So then I'm like, oh, shit.
That's even dumber.
So like, oh yeah, like I asked for this record or asked for basically my entire Christmas list is like records. That's my time of the year to really stock up on records. But
I mean, that's fine. But I'm okay with you giving like suggestions to somebody. Like, hey, here's what I kind of want this year. Here's a list of some stuff I'm into. But I don't think you should like be picking them out yourself or know what you're going to get before you get it.
You should talk to Mandy about this one because this has been a spot of contention in our marriage, in our relationship, because I am terrible to give gifts to. I think I'm realizing this now. I think we're married to the wrong people because Ann is like you. She wants to know every single gift. She picks them out herself, gives them to someone else to wrap for her, and then gets them back. I also listen. Whoa, she wraps them herself?
No. she gives them, like,
I
she'll
see.
buy them
She buys
and give them to, like, say her mother and say, here's what you're going to give me for Christmas.
Oh, okay. I don't have a problem with that. I will also say
What? How do you not? Oh my God.
I don't necessarily have a problem with it. Hey, at least you know. At least you're getting what you want. But I also would be okay if I didn't get gifts. Like if Christmas came around and like, well, it happens quite frequently with everything other than Christmas with Mandy and I. Basically, we're like, hey, let's just go away for the weekend, or we'll go do something. You know, I mean, like,
Oh yeah, I'm okay with that too. I'm okay with that.
yeah, like I'm an adult at this point. I don't really, when it comes around to Christmas, like there's not really a whole lot of shit I want that I can't afford. Like when I was a kid, like I would ask for, you know, like a Super Nintendo or, you know, or something like shit that like I couldn't afford because I was a kid. So like then it was exciting to get like, then I could give ideas like, oh yeah, you can go out and buy me this game, you can go buy me this blah blah blah. But I haven't given too many shitty gifts in my life to want surprises anymore.
So who cares if you get a shitty gift, you return it, or you know what? It's just a gift. It doesn't matter. You didn't buy it. Oh well.
I tell you what, no, but I think this is my cheap nature because then it's a squandered opportunity. And
Oh my God, this might be the moment I realize you actually are cheaper than I am. This might be it right here.
Listen, there have been gifts in my history that I have searched long and hard to try to return and have struck out miserably.
I just can't wait until you, when you die, on your fucking tombstone, I'm gonna put the quote, "Seize wasted or bad gifts as a squandered opportunity."
Your Christmas gifts were squandered opportunities. That's
Your bad Christmas gifts are my squandered opportunities.
No.
That's the quote on your tombstone.
No, not even bad ones, because they may be good to you. You may think that that's what I want. It's not. I'll tell you right now, it's not what I want.
You're so wow. Okay.
Jesus
Christ.
I understand that this is not probably the right way to go about getting gifts or giving gifts.
No, it's the wrong way.
Yeah, no, I get that, but you know what? It's my way, so I don't give a shit. I really
Mandy,
don't.
if you're listening to this, I will pay you any amount of money to get him exactly what he doesn't want this year for Christmas.
Oh no, believe me, it has ended up in tears times when she's gotten me gifts that I didn't want.
What?
And is end up and because she takes it really personally that like it's just not something that I like or whatever. And I haven't like.
How can you not fake it and be like, thanks, babe?
You know what? I for whatever reason, for the people that I really this is gonna sound shitty. The people that I really care about, I have a really hard time faking it. Now, the people that...
But you don't have to fake it. You could still appreciate the gesture and be nice about it and thankful for the gift you got.
Could I? Because
Oh my God.
Because I don't know.
Not.
I don't know that to be true. But, yeah. Yeah, but no, I'm terrible with it. But yeah,
I've noticed.
I will tell you quickly, and we can forego end times because we can push end times to next week if you'd like.
We're gonna have to because I'm not done talking about this.
Okay, I will say there was years and years ago when I actually for a time worked with children in a professional setting, not court mandated, but and some people in my circle of family, we'll call them, they thought like that was my passion or whatever. Because 2 years in a row, I got 1 year I got Balloon Box, which, and I may have talked about this on the podcast already. I've got Balloon Box, which was just a balloon animal making kit, and the next, yeah, no, I'm telling you, shitty gifts. And the next year, I got Magic Noodles, which were basically just different colored packing peanuts that you wet the ends and made art projects out of them. If you don't,
Okay, I don't understand. These sound like gifts you would give a little kid.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Because I work with kids. That is the only thing I can come up with.
Okay.
That's why they would get them for it. And I was just like after the second year in a row of getting this gift, I just got into the car with my parents. I was like, what the fuck? Just what the fuck am I? Why am I getting these shitty gifts?
Did your parents give you the gifts?
No. It was people in our family.
Oh, okay.
Like and I've always
And Travis is like, I just want condoms.
I just want dog bags. That's all I wanted. Or maybe a gift card to go buy dog bags. Or maybe, I just get me dog bags. That's all I want. But yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, this.
Your PSA, Mandy. Your Christmas gifts are Travis's squandered opportunities.
No. She's come to.
No. I don't. The gifts that you pick out are not her gifts. They're your gifts. She's just giving them to you.
Sure. Okay, that's fine. I'm okay with that.
Her gifts are your squandered opportunity.
There's been a couple times she's bought me stuff that I haven't asked for. That
sounds like more misses than hits, or else you wouldn't have such a problem with it.
It's only happened a couple times, and
yeah, because you're probably like an ironclad lock on fucking Christmas. You're like, listen, this is the fucking list. Do not deviate from the list. It's like when Ann sends me to the grocery store with a list, and she's like, you will get these things and only these things. Do not fuck this up. And I come back with $80 of fucking junk food because I was fucking hungry when I went to the grocery store. And I was like, fuck, your list was stupid anyways.
Do not get name brand shit. I will beat you if you come home with name brand stuff.
Oh, dude. That's why I can't go shopping anymore. That's it. You got it.
All right. Well, good for Ann. But
no, not good for Ann. Heads up, the fucking store brand mac and cheese is not Kraft mac and cheese.
Yeah, store brand mac and cheese is fine.
No, wrong, false, incorrect.
Really, the only two things of store brand that aren't good is ketchup and Oreos. Hydrox Oreos taste like garbage, and
they're not store brand. Hydrox is a name brand.
Well, Hydrox is still garbage. Oreos are Oreos. That's all they should ever be. Nobody else should try to make them.
That is true. You're right. But I don't want people to confuse them that Oreos are a copy of Hydrox. They're just a better copy. They're like the sequel being better than the original.
Right. Yeah. Well, listen.
They are Double Dragon too.
Also, store brand Oreos fucking suck. So that and store brand ketchup sucks. Heinz ketchup is much better than store brand.
Absolutely. I completely agree with that. We can fucking agree on that one.
Should we cut it off there?
The number is 747 banging.
That's 747-226-4464.
I still like the poll from the beginning of the episode, but I also want to do something about Christmas gifts. So let's do maybe a Christmas one.
You want to do two polls?
This for a poll?
Okay, go ahead.
Do you prefer to be surprised on Christmas or to have your gifts basically preordained?
Surprised or do you provide a list?
Right.
Okay. All right. We'll do two polls. So this week.
Okay.
Okay. You know
I
what?
will say that Anne, I no longer let Anne give me a list, and I will not buy anything she's asked for specifically.
Oh, so she's just disappointed every Christmas?
Because everyone else in her life, she runs like the fucking soup Nazi with gifts.
Yeah,
like,
well,
no, yes, no, yet. Like I don't play that game. So she gets whatever I fucking give her.
Well, listen, somebody in her life's got to disappoint her, so why shouldn't it be her husband?
Listen, she knew she was signed up for.
All right, that's our poll. You can go vote on that at pwthepodcast.com.
Yeah, PW the Podcast on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all the social media. You can find us on Apple Podcasts, Google Play, SoundCloud, Spotify now, Stitcher, anywhere good podcasts are hosted. We're fucking there. Prestige Worldwide, the podcast.
That's it.
I think that covered all the bases. 747 banging. Join the Fantasy Movie League, fantasymovieleague.com. Prestige Worldwide, the podcast is the league, and the password is Travis Bobo. The new season starts next week, so this is the last week of this season. You can be a spoiler for me if you want this week, but next week, fucking, it's game on. New season, new rules. I'm not holding back.
Yeah. All right. That sounds good to me.
That's all I got. How about you, buddy?
That's all I got too.
All right, thanks for listening, guys. We'll see you next week.
See you next Thursday.